calm down.
Yeah, I'm chilling. We chilling. We with PS I Love You. Constance Dogan. Yes. What's up, Constance? You one of the biggest battle rap heads in the whole wide world.
In the whole wide world. Yeah, it's crazy that I don't know no girls that's in the battle rap. There's no girls really that I could really have a conversation with about battle rap. I think that's kind of crazy, especially since it's a whole league
full of girls, right?
Yeah. So you would think that would attract some girls to it more, but if they around, I don't know.
That's crazy. That's probably one of them things where you gotta be in them events to be like, damn, it really is a whole world of women who do follow and biggest fans that I am. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anytime I talk to somebody about battle rap, it's a guy. Even then, sometimes I be into it more than them.
Yeah.
I can mention certain battle rappers, and they be like, who? I be putting them on to certain battle rappers. You would think it would be the other way around, but
you be putting me on it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like how what's the first battle rap you ever seen, and why you gravitate to battle rap?
First battle rap I ever seen was probably Mook and Lux. Yeah, back in the day, the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Serious Jones and Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was the girls? And they was like across the table. Remy Ma. Was it Remy Ma and Lady Luck? No, that don't sound right. I can't remember now.
Not Lady Luck. Yeah, Lady Luck.
Was it Lady Luck?
Yeah, Lady Luck. Yeah, Lady Luck.
Yeah, it was Lady Luck.
Yeah.
Them back in the day was the first. Damn, I've been watching battle
I
rap for a
remember
long
them.
time.
Yeah, I remember them Jones.
Yeah, that was when I first got into battle rap before it became mainstream, more mainstream like it is now. And I remember watching like the Two Raw for the Streets DVDs and all that kind of stuff, which isn't battle rap, but still kind of like similar to that feel. And then Smack started putting out those DVDs, and I would watch them Jones too. That's where that Mook and Lux battle was. I remember they was in like a store or something. Now they on these stages, putting out these venues and stuff. It was crazy to see the progression it made.
Cause it's crazy because that's something we seen grow right in front of our eyes because we was like paying close attention. It's crazy because like me literally, like a lot of people ask me, I don't know nobody, like there's no rapper who I know thoroughly like that I can name every lyric word for word or songs and stuff word for word. I know more underground rappers stuff like thoroughly more than like the mainstream rappers I watched growing up. It's like I know like they project, but when I mean like word for word, in and out, it's like I know stuff from Two Raw for the Streets and Headshots and all that, or like Vodka Cheek and all that. I always been that boy, the underground boy. So it's crazy to see like them on that level transition to something on a big scale to where it is now.
And I agree. I knew them Two Raw for the Streets DVDs when I remember trying to get it on a CD back, you was watching on DVD. I don't even remember how I recorded it and put it on the CD, but somehow I did, and was like making my own mixtapes back in the day and stuff. I remember putting Vodka and Chico and Bugsy, on the CD.
Which Bugsy? It was two Bugsys. The main Bugsy, the Westfield, the main Bugsy.
And another battle I saw early, Hollow Man. And,
which one, the Black Hollow over the braids or the Paper Chasing Hollow?
Paper Chasing Hollow. Yeah.
When he was battling Ines.
Yep.
PC. PC, protect yourself and protect the test so can put in the coffin. My people push away, put the scars because he the test and put the fire up. Yeah.
I remember saying something about I can't remember it now. It's something about like the money checks he get, not worth it. My whole living room set, something like that. I'm like, this is a battle.
Yo, that joint was crazy, and they brought out like at the time they brought out big names. That was big to have like the boy Cousin E from Paper Soldiers. He was with Rockefeller. They had Miss J and all them there. They had a couple names in there. So that was like that was a big thing to bring people out like that. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, and there was like a lot of other battles in there too. Like, it was a lot of battles in that room that day. That wasn't even the only one. There was a lot of people who battled that night. It was crazy.
Yeah. But even that, I remember somehow, again, I don't remember how I did it, but putting that battle on a CD so I could listen to it while I drove around.
That's fun. You know, we used to do the record. Like, we had DVD player and we had a VCR joint too. So you play the DVD and then you record on the VCR.
I'm sure I did something. I don't remember now, but I'm sure I did something. They recorded.
Yeah, that mean you ahead of your time. You put that joint on DVD back then.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. Unless, you probably had like the multi
probably
player joint.
Probably. That probably is what it was. I don't remember, but I did it somewhere from DVD to CD.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Who your favorite band like Philly? Who your band rappers you like from Philly or New York from like back in the day? Who you follow?
Back in the day, Murder Mook.
Murder Mook?
Hands down, yeah. I wouldn't say that today, but he was the one that was the most that caught my attention more than anybody else, I guess. And because he, I think, battled a little more than like the Philly battle rappers, or at least that I knew about. But from Philly, actually from Philly, I liked more rappers than battle rappers when it came to that. But I like Reed Dollars back in the day a lot too. I remember watching him battle somebody too. I don't remember who he battled, but I remember watching him like in a store or something too, battling. But I still think Reed is alright. Even when he battled, anytime he battled, I watch it. Who else? I don't know. From back in the day, battlers. I don't really follow Lux that much back in the day. I did like Serious Jones.
Me too, I did.
Back in the day, I used to remember thinking it was decent that he could freestyle the way he did. A lot of them wasn't doing that like he was.
And rebuttal and stuff and all
saying
that.
something or talking about something like in the room, or something like. I used to think that was like, that's crazy. How you do that? I remember thinking that about him.
Jim was like that too.
Yeah, he was. That's why that was a good battle, because they was doing that to each other. That was before battle rap was so disrespectful too. That was when you just had to rap.
Be creative, You talking like he said you trying to go platinum over here. He said you got 4 billion people over China. You can't go platinum over there.
Right, like stuff like that. They wasn't talking about killing your mom and having sex with your kids and like they just.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, they disrespectful now, and that just goes to show that it's unnecessary. Because them battles back then was good,
Yeah.
without all of that.
Yeah, but you see, I think they was really talented. Like I'm not saying that these people now are not talented, but I think that they just it's so like they getting lazier with the process, especially or if you don't really got a lot of dirt on the person, so you just want to get them, under their skin, and that crowd reaction. So like when you can't really get under a person's skin or you don't got no dirt on them, you just bash them like that to be like, if he react a certain way, he automatically lost. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and then you started to hear, not started to hear because it was always around too, like battles and songs when mainstream artists battling
each other,
yeah, like that go way back though. Mama Said Knock You Out was about Kool Moe Dee. Like that was a battle because Kool Moe Dee said something about something he said in one of his songs. Because he said I'm 18 making more than your pops or something like that, and Kool Moe Dee thought it was directed at him or something, or thought he was not spreading a good message to the kids or something, because He was basically, he took it like you in the streets, like you not, getting it legitimately, like what you saw. Anyway, so Mama Said Knock You Out was about Kool Moe Dee. So even back then, that was happening. Yeah. Then you got your, your Jay-Z and Nas
Real
and
Roxanne.
yeah, and LL and
Cannabis.
Yeah. That was terrible.
And even KRS-One on the Bridges Over and all that. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of that going on in the industry too. Yeah.
That's what made rap what it is. I think like when people get away from the competitive nature of it, it kind of stagnated it. That's why you come with the bubble gum and all that. But it's still cool. I like. I don't knock it. I like the trend. Music evolved differently. But it's still fun. So all right. So with Reed, like you talk about Reed, like with Reed, do you think today how he battled? Did he transition right in his new era smack? Cause back when he used to battle, it was like he was just giving you bars. He was just showing you I can out rap you. I can out rap you, and I can still diss you.
Yeah.
But now, like, do you think that he trying too hard to fit in with this style with New York rap? That's why he not really top elite.
I don't even think it's about I don't think it's about the era. I think it's just about Philly rappers in general. Philly rappers don't rap like New York rappers or anybody else for that matter. And I think a lot of times that don't transition into battle rap just because they rap different. And I don't know, it's just a different kind of. I don't know, I can't think of one battle rapper from Philly that's a top tier battle rapper. Because that's just not. I don't want to say that's not their lane because it can be, but at least not now. Because back then, when Reed and then was battling back then, it was cool then. It fitted then, but the way it is now, it don't fit so much the way Philly rappers rap. And so I think he adapt to it as much as he can. But even like you got, Cassidy, who he a big name in battle rap, but people don't really like his battle rap style. All like that. So I don't know. I think it's just a Philly thing. I don't think that Philly battle rappers can. Well, let me say this, because some of the newer battle rappers, like you got like K Walker. I think K Walker is decent, and he from Philly. So, I mean, but he younger than them. I assume he younger than them. I know he newer as far as battle rap goes. So maybe that's what it is.
He been around for years. That's crazy.
But
he
I mean,
been around Headshot days too. Yeah, he's still relevant. He just he reinvented himself.
Right. But I'm saying like you didn't know about him battle rapping back when Reed and Cicero and all them was battling. They be alright. I'm not. They alright, but that's not necessarily what the crowd looking for. The Cicero battled. I think it was Cortez. I thought Cicero was good, but if the crowd don't like it, the crowd don't like it. I thought Reed was alright versus John. At least one of his rounds I remember like really liking. I don't know.
Somebody he battled recently too. He be Reed the type in this league. He be having only like one good round, and then he'd just. He just fall right off, like wing it or something. I don't know.
He battled Rex.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But I don't like the thing. I don't like with the Philly. See, you gotta transitions whatever, but the difference is in these leagues, they start trying to imitate these styles instead of being using their strengths. Like Philly, we wasn't them type of rappers. We was just like we out rap you. They like with them, they rapping about you. It's not really showing who the best rapper. It's just showing who did the best homework and who got the. It's like a chess game, a chess match. So
these newer battle rap fans don't like a E-Nuts, right? But E-Nuts is out of all of them. First of all, he the most consistent battle rapper out of Philly, number one. But number two, he never changed his style. Eden's been rapping the same, all that animation and all that. He rap like he on a beat.
Like yeah.
He still rap like that.
That's funny.
And I like Eden's. But he of all of them, he probably the right now to the newer battle rap fans the most well known because he's still relevant in battle rap. Bill Collector, he ain't from Philly,
I like
from
Collector.
Norristown, but Bill Collector
I like Bill Collector.
To me, but they act like Norristown, like he from Philly.
They consider that Philly. That's
to me, out of everybody I just named right now, he the best battle rapper from Philly.
Oh yeah. Only thing was sometimes with Bill Collector, he battled so much. Like he stepped up to Hitman Holla. He stepped up to the plate and like he showed he was really elite.
Yeah.
But then he'd go battle somebody else and he had like half-assed it. And that's the only thing when you battle so much. It's like you run out of stuff. I think he needs. I think I don't like that he oversaturates himself sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's their work though. It's their employment, so
exactly.
I can't knock it. But
we don't know who doing like if they got regular jobs or if they just got that or what. So
but fans are so spoiled. We so spoiled. We want to see them, but then we don't want to. We dare get watered down. It's like. And sometimes it's bad. Sometimes when you bail that much, when you do take a break, then nobody want to see you no more. Like for example, when you had like Lil Wayne was dropping mixtape to mixtape back to back. But everybody was listening to him, John. But as soon as he took a little break, and then he went through his little situation, nobody wanted to hear Wayne no more.
Yeah, because you can do that. I mean, that happens with everybody. Like as big as Beyonce is, people get tired of hearing her sometimes.
You think people get tired of hearing Beyonce?
I get tired of hearing Beyonce, and I'm a fan. She is not a time she come to Philly and I don't go see her. But sometimes it just be too much. Like you're like, I don't want to hear this. No, it's not. Well, it is her fault because I was going to say it's the radio fault. Like if you listen to the radio, they play the same stuff over and over. But I mean, she's a genius marketing team behind her because. I don't care who you are. You know who Beyonce
Everybody
is.
know Beyonce.
Yeah, so.
She the Michael Jackson of our generation.
Probably, yeah. But, yeah, I don't want to hear her 24/7 either. As much as I like her and as much as I think she is an icon in her own right, I don't want to hear her all the time. There are times when I'll turn her song off. Like, that's enough Beyonce.
It's crazy because I don't even really listen to Beyonce, but I know every Beyonce song.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
But
I love Beyonce, but I just don't. You're not gonna catch me popping a Beyonce CD in. But I know every Beyonce song that she come out with and all that. I never go on YouTube type in the Beyonce or whatever, but I know every new song she dropped, album, what she doing, what she working on, when she come to town.
Right.
I don't know why is that.
She got a great marketing team behind her. That's why.
And she just great.
And that. And she talented. She actually talented.
And there's not too many music artists who can dance and sing as well.
Right.
Why at the same time? Like she can really dance her ass off and sing at the same time.
Yep.
And like keep up with the background dancers because sometimes the background dancers outdance the artist, but she keep up though. She play her part real well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like Beyonce. Who you like? We was having a debate. We were saying they were saying Whitney Houston was bigger than Beyonce in her time.
I think they both had their own time, like to be who they were. I don't think it's a reason to compare them because they had their times separately, you know. So I don't know who was bigger. Times are different anyway. Like when Whitney Houston was out, they didn't have the internet wasn't like that like it is now. So of course Beyonce can get her music out more and all that stuff or whatever it is she want to do for her career. Just be seen more, keep yourself relevant more in general. So I don't think you can compare the two. They're two different time periods. So I don't think you can compare apples to apples really when you talk about their careers.
And it's crazy because it's still like Whitney is a great. You don't want to water them down just by comparing. But the thing is, the only reason I said that my debate was I love Whitney, but I did pick Beyonce because I said Beyonce is top 2, top 3 greatest of all time. I just put her top like global and impactful
Right.
artist because she got every ethnicity and
Yeah.
race, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she just every, you know, she everybody love Beyonce. I don't care what race you is,
Right.
but you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
your belief, this, that, like Beyonce is it, you know?
Mhm.
Like so that's why I put her up there. I don't know if I'm being biased, but I still put Michael Jackson a little ahead of her.
Yeah.
Then I put Beyonce. Then I put I want to put Prince right under there, but I might be missing out. I might be missing
But
somebody.
I think
don't
you
know.
also gotta think about
Elvis and them.
well, no, that's not where I was going. I mean, if you want to throw more people in, yeah. But no, I was gonna say what was I about to say? Something you said about how you was talking about even it don't matter race, age, whatever. You know who Beyonce is. Again, if you think about the time Whitney Houston was out, people like weren't as accepting of people as they are now.
Yeah.
You know, so that's another thing. So that's part of the reason people are, at least we like to believe, we've moved forward, are more accepting of people now. So they might look at a Beyonce, whereas back then, even if somebody might have liked Whitney Houston music, they might not listen to it if they was a racist or something. Like, I'm not listening to her, you know?
Yeah.
So there's that. So that's what I mean about the time, the differences. And even though, you know, you saw people crying at every race, crying at Michael Jackson concerts and who, you know, he crossed
And that's
all
why
color lines, all gender lines,
that's
all
why he the
age
GOAT.
lines. Yeah.
Because he did it when it was still a line, a racial line. And
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. And not that it don't still exist, because obviously it does.
Yeah.
But we've come further,
Right,
is what I'm saying.
Right.
So I think you got to consider that too.
It was so bad back then, like, they wouldn't even, certain, like, people used to run you out of town, like,
Right,
racing
right.
riots and stuff like
Exactly.
that, and especially with, like, you see, like, the OJ in during the 90s, Michael Jackson still was thriving around, like, the OJ times and stuff like
Right.
that, and white people was angry at, like, people for, like, how we was acting and stuff like that when OJ won, so it's like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Right.
I don't know. What you think there?
I just looked up who are the best selling artists of all time. This is on Digital Music News. This say the Beatles sold 178 million units. This is as of 2017. Hold on. I ain't even see Beyonce name yet. Who else? Elton John was on here. Oh, they got him in order. All right, hold on. Let me see who number one. I think it was the Beatles, but let me just see.
That's crazy. Look who we talking about being
Right.
a musician, and
We all dumb.
and it's crazy. Michael Jackson owned the Beatles.
The Beatles, 178 million. Elvis Presley, 136. Let me see where Michael Jackson for. Michael Jackson is number 7 with 81 million. But again, this is as of 2017, so this could be different. Elton John, 78. And Beyonce ain't even make the top 10. So according to Digital Music News. So let me see if she even on here. Madonna on here, Mariah Carey on here, Whitney Houston on here,
They
57.
all legends.
So far, Whitney Houston, according to this, sold more albums than Beyonce. They say she sold 57 million units.
Damn, that's crazy. In that time, that's crazy.
As of 2017.
And all these people was in that time, in them time, and it's crazy because Whitney Houston was one of the pure people who didn't have no gimmick. Like she ain't had no gimmick.
Yeah.
She was just like flat out voice beauty, you know.
Oh. I ain't seen Beyonce. Beyonce not on this list, and Tupac is also. So, I don't know. According to this list, we are way off.
Damn.
Prince wasn't on here either, so.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy because it's probably just because I'm black. But I was about to say, I don't know, I can't really sing no Beatles songs and stuff like that. So I was about to say, but I can sing a Michael Jackson and what's his name song. And Elvis, but I can't
Right.
say that because other ethnicities might feel the same way about like the Beatles and Elton John and stuff like that.
Yeah, but see, also, I hate to say this, but all those people who are in the top 10, with the exception of Michael Jackson, are, let me just finish scrolling before I say this. But I'm about to tell you why, what my theory is as to why Whitney Houston on here. He's the top, I think, whatever it was, however many silent artists. You know, black black people was more like buying bootleg stuff. We're not supporting them.
Yeah,
Buying,
that's
so
true.
you know, so that's probably part of the reason why they got more record sales. People like Led Zeppelin and all that on here. Number one Beatles and all that, because they stuff wasn't being bootleg like Beyonce's was.
Yeah.
You know how many bootleg
Dang, that's
albums I had back in the day?
That's crazy you said it. That's the truth though.
Yeah, until before I started buying albums for real, I was bootlegging them
Everybody
myself
was bootlegging
too.
everything.
Yeah. So,
Yo, let me hold your CD. Let me
burn your
it real
CD.
quick.
You know how many copies of
Oh,
CDs
copy.
I used to make for people? That's why them sales is like that.
That's funny.
We bring ourselves down.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny. Street value.
Hey, help each other.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
we don't support each other right, man. Bootlegging instead of helping them.
But it got around. That's why I think also that and sometimes I be thinking them numbers be a lot of times the big money like Universal and all
Yeah,
whatever
that too.
they buy
Yeah,
a lot of that.
definitely. That definitely
stuff
play a
like
role
that.
too.
So
But if you hear like I just said, like the Beatles, so 174 million, that might make you say like, really?
Yeah.
Let me go listen to some Beatles music. What am I missing?
Right.
Missing out on. So
Right.
yeah, it could. Yeah.
See,
Definitely.
because I wonder with stuff like that. I wonder where do groups like Pink Floyd, Nirvana,
They was in there?
yeah, they were.
Pink Floyd was on there.
Because I was about to say, I wonder where they, because I know some of their music more than I do Elvis Presley.
Yeah, me
So
too.
like,
Yeah, I like Pink Floyd.
yeah, I love Pink Floyd. They fire. Like, but so I'm wondering like where would they rank over? Like, I don't know. I can't really tell you. And then Elvis stole from a lot of black artists and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
I
I closed it.
I couldn't stand Elvis, so that's why I don't put him in my top. Cause I just thought he was a fun.
But forget about what it say. What's your top?
What's my top of all time? Or what's my top? Or
Yeah.
who do I think is the you saying what's my
Who would you put if you had to make your own list just based on?
most impactful?
Yeah. Who would you be? Who would be on your? I don't know, top 5.
Is it greatest of all time or just most impactful?
They definitely two different lists.
Right. So just the greatest, who I think is the greatest of times. Alright, because the most impactful is definitely
Yeah,
different
it's
in
different.
games
So
and
you could do the greatest first.
Alright.
Top 3
Top 3.
greatest, and then we'll do the top 3 most impactful.
Alright, so I'm greatest of all culture, all ethnicities and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So greatest, I'm gonna say Michael Jackson because he touched whites, blacks, I don't know any the Beatles is cool, but I don't know no Beatles music
No,
like
no,
that.
that's
like
your
that.
list.
So,
Forget about what
so
the numbers say.
I like
What you think?
Michael. I'm gonna say Michael Jackson.
I would agree.
Um,
Although I'm gonna start some controversy by saying this, but I personally like Prince
I would-
over Michael Jackson. I know,
I love Prince too.
I do.
I love Prince.
Now, it's funny because I think I definitely know more Michael Jackson songs
Then Prince.
than I know Prince songs, but I love
Prince
Prince
was more
music.
artsy.
Yeah,
He was
like
just more creative, and he
Right.
was more like flowing. He don't care. He ain't care. He was. Prince put on a crinkle blouse and go out there and have
something
his
about
ass
his
out.
music just touched me different than Michael Jackson's. Not that I hate to compare people like that,
no,
but that's
it's
just what
better,
people do.
yeah.
But yeah, I definitely, every time I say it out loud, like I like Prince more
You
than I
know
like
what's
Michael
crazy
Jackson.
about it? It's because I think like even if you hear Prince music, you know, like you can feel his aura through even just listening to him, especially if you're watching him. You can just like feel Prince.
Right, Prince
It's
music
like
is
his
crazy.
soul, yeah, like Michael Jackson. They was all different. They was all unique in their own
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
But
definitely.
Prince definitely was. Yeah, I
What's your
love
favorite
Prince.
Michael Jackson song?
Favorite Michael Jackson song? That's a hard question.
I know mine.
Mm,
It's in my head right now. Hmm.
mm, I gotta think on that. Let me see.
I don't want to say mine. I don't want to mess up your thought process.
What's my favorite Michael Jackson song?
He got a lot of songs. It's probably hard to pick one.
Cause then, it might even be alright. I'm gonna do a Jackson 5 and a regular Michael Jackson song. I love the solo version of, the acapella version of, Never Can Say Goodbye, Girl.
Mhm.
The acapella version, that
Mhm.
joint was so fire. And, let me see, another Michael Jackson joint. See, I loved his videos. His videos was fire back in the day. I don't know. I can't name another
My
one.
favorite Michael Jackson song is "Dirty Diana."
Mm.
That is my favorite, like hands down. That is my favorite. I remember the video and everything. That's my favorite Michael Jackson song. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, he got a lot of songs.
Yeah.
So,
It's hard.
but I love "Dirty Diana."
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, make me feel something when I hear that jump. So when I think about artists that impacted me personally, they might not have impacted a lot of people, but the artists that impacted me, I feel like are artists that when they came on the screen or something, or on the radio or whatever, I'm mesmerized. Like I'm stopping what I'm doing. I used to write down lyrics, like so I could learn a song. I used to like play, stop, play, stop, play, stop, and write down lines. If I was doing that to your music, that mean I like,
Yeah.
And who did that to me? New Edition, Tupac, who else? Like really, like I would like sit and write their music down. Did I used to write down Nas music? Maybe some of Nas music. Those are the ones that come to my mind right now. Definitely Tupac more than anybody though, who I would like write
I love
lyrics
Tupac.
down.
I was a Tupac head junkie.
Yeah, more than anybody else I wrote down. I would play, stop, play, stop, play. So I can learn Tupac songs. Yeah. But I remember as far as like a feeling, that first time I like remember like really like consistently, because somebody could have one song and make you feel like damn, that's a good song. Like I don't need to hear it again.
Yeah.
But I mean like consistently feeling that way. The first time I remember feeling that way consistently about something, it was New Edition. Yeah.
That's fire. This is are you saying that they was one of the most impactful?
To me, on my
And on your most impactful list?
yeah, on for my musical brain or whatever. Yeah.
So could you account for them for a generation though? Could you?
Yeah. First of all, the girls growing up with New Edition was in love with New Edition. So yes, to us like '80s babies, yeah, definitely.
Where would you rank Bobby Brown? And do you think he get his just due?
Where would I rank him overall? He was cool in his time. I think that he get a bad rap because of his reputation, which shouldn't have anything to do with his music. Because he can sing. He's a performer. I saw him live, matter of fact.
Yeah.
Back when, he was doing his thing, and he put on a good show.
He in the I think he in the category, same category as Chris Brown and R. Kelly.
Of course.
Like
Why wouldn't he be?
they always gonna be scarred, but they are. Chris
Oh, you
Brown
mean in
is
that
a
way?
GOAT. Yeah, Chris Brown, R. Kelly, Bobby Brown. I think honestly, with all the BS that they are some of the most underrated and least appreciated artists that
You
don't
think
get
Chris
their
Brown?
just due.
Chris Brown is
Yes,
underrated?
I think he underrated.
really? People love Chris Brown.
Yeah, they do, but they still now they look at him as the bad boy, and even though he's still great, but it's still when you get him, you still get a negative, and or it's a negative cloud over him every time you speak of him now, because he went from back in the day the one who everybody loved him, like he was like a Bow Wow at his time, but everybody loved Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, but Chris Brown was like they loved him with the popping and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Bow Wow and Lil Romeo, they was just, I'm telling you, every era had its own, like, people who, like, them are all GOAT, like, legends. Bow Wow is a legend. You don't think Bow Wow a legend?
I think Bow Wow was one of the first, like, young boys to, like, really be successful,
Bow Wow
for
is
that
a legend.
reason, okay. But I'm more of a lyricist. So I look for certain things in music, and him give me that.
Yeah, but what he done?
But don't get me wrong, back then he was making hits.
He was making hits.
Back then, not now.
Nah, but he can still rap though. It's crazy because I was listening to one of his albums.
But I need lyricism though. For me to like it. Me personally.
You know what it is? I think
he just not that.
I think that people because he got commercialized so early in his age that when he got older, people didn't respect him trying to be grown. So it's like he kind of got caught with the kitty syndrome.
You know what it is too with him that I think keeps me from even giving him the time of day.
I think I know you're gonna say what.
It's his attitude. Like it's like you supposed to be cocky as a rapper, but you're supposed to lead that in your songs and on the stage. When you just having a regular, you're not supposed to still be that way.
But when you gotta look
turned me off.
But you gotta look at it like this too, and I think a lot of people feel like that. But the thing I think people fail to realize is that he was having millions of fans doing that when he was a kid. So it's hard to when you grow up like that. How can you just turn it off? You can't just turn it off. It's
I don't know. And he always come across like he this tough guy, and it just don't. It don't feel like that's authentic. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know him. I never met him. But it just seemed like it come across corny. Like, why are you acting like that? Or like, calm down. Or, come on, man.
And it's crazy because it was like, what's the name? Snoop Dogg said something about. They were talking about Bow Wow was a little badass kid who used to hang in the studio when he was young, and back in the day on the Dog Pound album, it was a little kid cussing on the album. That was Bow Wow who was cussing on the album. You know what I'm saying? He was a little kid doing that around on him. So like he grew up around these OGs and stuff like that. But
I get why he is.
He's not respected like that, because we don't look at him like that.
100% get that. Get why he is the way he is. But I'm just saying, for me, I don't. He got some songs that I like, even after he was a kid. Don't get me wrong. But he not somebody that come to my mind when I think of who music I want to listen to. Or
nobody gonna.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Or even let me see who got a new album out. Like I'm not looking for him. He might have some good songs. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look now. I'm gonna see because I'm such a Bow Wow hater. I'm gonna see if he can prove me wrong.
His mixtape was actually fire. It was actually hot. He was saying some. I ain't gonna say fire, but it was. It made me go back to it. Be like, I forgot Bow Wow can rap. Like
I don't think he like flat out. I don't want to say that.
But nobody want to listen to.
But that's all I mean. Like
nobody pulling up checking up for Bow Wow. Nobody listen to no damn Bow Wow. But I respect him though. I think he carried himself. He moved into he was doing the CSI and doing the movie. Roadblocks was a great movie. Lottery Ticket.
All that respectable stuff. Oh yeah. This as far as his music goes, I'm not necessarily racing to listen to it.
But I think he's a legend though. I think Bow Wow is a legend. Bow Wow is a legend. I can't
put that on his name.
No,
I can't do it. My lips won't even.
He came out with Like Mike. He had back in the day. He had all the girls on him. He had all my sisters. I had all the sisters. All my sisters. Every sister like that.
Thought he was cute. All that too. Yeah. But I just don't think he a legend. Don't get me wrong. He put a stamp on a certain time when he was like I said. He the first real kid I remember being out for a while and having music and having hits. Yeah, he did that. But aside, I still don't think that make him a legend. I think he did that. He put a stamp on that. But I just can't. I can't call him no legend. That's not.
I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I could be proven wrong. Send me some songs.
Yeah. I just say like not even just the stone, just the being in the game since that over
He's
20
still,
years.
he's still relevant.
And
He on Love and Hip Hop and all that. He still make himself
I ain't
relevant.
see- I
He
ain't
look
even
like a
know
nut
that.
on that
I
show
ain't even
too.
know that. I ain't
That's what
know
I'm
that.
saying. Like he come across nutty.
I ain't know that. I
Like,
ain't see that.
I don't know. He still act like the young boy. The young boy.
See, cause he's still an attention boy. He still he
That's
grew up in
exactly
that
what it
life.
is, and that's what I'm glad you said
He
that. That's what I
attention boy.
don't like about him. He is an attention seeker.
Yeah.
I don't like that in anybody. Like that's like,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it is.
He attention boy.
That's nutty to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I ain't gonna go bump no Bow Wow, but I seen the joint on that Piff. I went and checked it out.
It
and all
might
that.
be good.
But I think he changed. He I ain't gonna say he changed the game in his time, but he had a moment.
He left a mark
A great
on it.
moment,
And
yeah.
I agree.
Beat
And he
like
keep himself relevant. I agree.
yeah, like B2K, you know,
Yeah.
Soldier Boys.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say like but they ain't like goats like Mike. They ain't nowhere with them Michael Jackson's.
Yeah.
Well, oh damn, we got the time on. All right, so like Michael Jackson, who I said impactful. Michael Jackson, the greatest. Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Prince. That's in my order. But you can like Prince. I don't know. It can be any, but I still say Beyonce is number 2. Prince or Michael Jackson number 1. I don't know, but Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Prince. But I do
Your
love
most
Prince.
impactful.
See, I'll be biased because I do Tupac.
Why is it
I
biased?
love because I grew up on Tupac. In the
That was
rap,
why.
and that was just rap. That was just rap though, you know. But Pac.
People that impacted you though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That
yeah.
made you feel differently or
Oh,
changed
yeah,
you in some
definitely
way
Pac.
or whatever.
Pac. I used to wear. He was one of the first only media people I really found. I used to go to Foreman Mills. They used to have the little printed shirts, printed on iron on shirts. Went and had my dad bought me all the Tupac shirts with the iron press ons. Then I had my uncle who was in the military. He sent me every single Tupac CD that ever existed. I had All Eyes on Me, Me Against the World, Tupacalypse, The Outlaws, Thug Passion, The Greatest Hits 1 and 2. I had all them joints.
Yeah.
Like Tupac, I was big on Pac. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the only people, who I really thoroughly, really followed in the industry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who
definitely he was in my, I already told you.
That was yours, Pac? Pac your most impact?
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to write his lyrics down and stuff.
Ooh, yeah. But you said a lot of people. You said Pac, New
But-
Edition, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had one, is it Pac?
Yeah.
Tupac? Yeah, you like Tupac too?
He
Yeah.
my favorite rapper.
I love
all
Tupac.
time.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, mine too. And it's crazy because when I do favorite, I don't even consider him a rapper. I just consider him just
Yeah, he
like
just different. Yeah.
because like Pac was just Pac, and cause like rappers, cause I like Nas, I had like his Jones,
Yeah.
I liked Beanie Siegel.
Nice tapes back in the day.
Yeah, Beanie Siegel was my favorite. Him and Cassidy was like, rap wise were like my favorite, like, like underground rappers like Baca and them.
Yeah.
But when it came to just global and overall favorite, like Pac definitely, yeah, he definitely left a mark on me in childhood. It's crazy.
Yeah. I never I don't think I ever really wrote down any of his lyrics, but I always liked Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
From the time he came out and still.
Mm.
I still like Jay-Z, but I wouldn't say I was writing down his lyrics the same way I was Tupac.
And it's crazy because when I was a kid, I never really liked Jay-Z. I liked his songs and I knew all his songs and some music, but it's not that I didn't like him. I always liked Beans and them better. I like Beans. I didn't really gravitate to Jay-Z more until he was
Beans
overrated.
You thought he was overrated?
I thought Jay-Z was overrated. But you know what it was? I never liked Jay-Z flow.
Mhm.
I ain't like his flow.
Yeah.
But he was always saying stuff that I maybe was too young to grasp.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he was teaching you entrepreneurship. Be like, you know, he was teaching you business before you even knew it. Like teaching you how to, you know, like sell. He'd teach you how to sell coke and bag it up and then distribute it in a legal way and shit like that. So Jay-Z was, yeah. So like I ain't understand him until I was older. And another person who I ain't like, Sheik Lutz. I ain't like him until I was older.
I wouldn't say I like or dislike. I never listened to him solo like that, so I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel one way or the other about him.
Oh, groups, rap groups. Who you think is? Who you like?
Mm. Probably State Property.
State Property. Ooh, that's a good one.
Like who? Like if I'm thinking about who of like people that got like crews.
Yeah.
Whose songs do I know the most? Probably State Property.
You'll put them like, well, for you, you know, not in, but or like you'll wherever State Properties, they're like Mob Deep, The Locks, and who else?
Dream
Goody
Mafia,
Mob,
Goody
Dream
Mob.
Mafia, and
Yep.
all them. That's
And I know more of their stuff.
yeah.
Um, I'm trying to sit here and think about what other groups there. Oh man, you know who I used to really like though?
Yeah.
Affirmative, Nas, AZ, and Foxy Brown, The Firm. I used to really like them a lot too though. So
They was fire. They
Yeah.
was fire.
but I would still say State Property.
They was fire.
Yeah.
They was fire.
I think what other rap groups was there? Outkast.
Okay. Andre 3000, that's one of my top. He in my top 5.
Yeah.
Easy. He might be in my top.
I like Outkast.
Yeah, he in my top 5. Andre 3000. See, the thing, I think Andre 3000 don't get his accolades because he never done a solo album.
Yeah, he not that
Yeah.
active.
Yeah,
But
he not active.
Yeah, he.
But when he dropped, that boy is crazy. Yeah, he definitely the GOAT. And then he just his artistry. I think Erykah Badu dropped something on him, boy. That took him to a whole nother platform. That's the type of woman. I need. I need a woman like Erykah Badu go bring the artist out. Erykah Badu a life changer.
That's funny.
Yeah, I love Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu's, Lauryn Hill's, Jill Scott's. Oh man.
Yeah.
Music is great. Music is golden, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if we appreciate it anymore like
I
that.
do.
Yeah.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a thing the other day that said people that send you music are important. And I was like, that's so true. Because I send people songs all the time, whether it's just because it's a good song or a good artist or a song that relates to a situation, whatever it is, I can always find a song to relate to whatever we talking about. Always.
That's crazy.
So music, I don't take it for granted at all.
People that send you music is important. Damn, that's
It's true.
crazy.
It's so true.
Yeah, but it's crazy if it even like connect to the if they know the space you in at the moment. That be
Right.
even the best. When
Like
you
somebody that comes to mind in particular that I send a song to, the response will be like very relevant right now, or like so relatable to my situation right now, or like,
do it be intentional to your situation, or it just be like just send it randomly to you and it's just
sometimes
automatically
sometimes it
connect?
be intentional.
Yeah.
I send it because of what I know they going through, or the conversation we had, or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah, I love music.
that's different than like me saying, "Hey, go an artist I think you'll like," you know. So. You know, I listen to every genre of music, so.
Yeah, your music is like so diverse. It's like no holds bars, nothing box.
Not
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
You could listen to Kirk Franklin, and then be listening to Goody Mob.
Goody Mob, Led Zeppelin,
Oh yeah, Pink Floyd
Pink
to.
Floyd. What's the ones? What's the ones who do the Vampire Jones Paramount? No, is it Paramount?
Vampire.
Who do the movies Twilight soundtracks? Who do the Twilight soundtracks with the girl?
Who do Twilight soundtrack?
The girl, it's the singing the group.
You talking about Paramore?
Paramore, like to Paramore.
I love me some Paramore.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Jessica
you go
Ware.
from Jessica Ware, all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dodie.
you put me on all that. You put me on all that.
I listened to Rick Ross' new album on my way here.
Did you like it?
Port of Miami 3. I like it so far.
You did? Yeah, that joint was fire. Did you listen to Jeezy one? Yeah,
Not yet.
Nah, not yet. I like them.
I will.
Yeah.
After I listen to Rick Ross, if I'm still in the rap mood.
Yeah, if you're in that mood. That's me. I can't force myself to listen to stuff if I'm not in that space.
No, I gotta listen to it when I want. That's why I was saying sometimes I just listen to podcasts because I listen to a lot of music too. So sometimes I'm like, let me put my mind somewhere else. And the podcasts that I listen to most of the time be relevant to the space I'm in too. So you know.
Yeah. That's like a couple weeks ago. I only listened to like 2 people. I listened to the same videos for like a week straight. It was only like 2 or 3 people. I would listen to the same video. I was even going to sleep to the same Jones over and over. I was just like, I was just like listening to that. I wasn't like even going through multiple different things. I was just stuck in a little box for a second. I was like, I don't want to listen to nothing else. I'm listening to this. I don't know, like I just get like that sometimes.
When you talk about like things that's impactful, I think about things that I remember, like that I really. For instance, I was watching this show, and this girl and her dad hadn't spoken for years because she was mad at him about something he did, but she did something, and her sister was mad at her about it, and that made her talk to her dad because she said, and I never forget this, you never realize how much you need to forgive somebody until you need to be forgiven. And to this day, I think about that, and she worded it different. She said something like you never realize how you need to forgive a fuck up until you the fuck up. And you want somebody to forgive you. And that's why I'm talking to you now. And she was saying it to her dad. Because her sister was like, I ain't talking to you no more. And she felt bad about what she had done. And after she said that and I heard that, I think I paused the TV, rewinded it, played it again. And then I just paused it again and just sat back for a minute. Like, damn, you talking about something like impactful. Like, it made that kind of stuff, that thought-provoking stuff. And that's what I'm talking about these artists. Like, Beyonce could have all the hits in the world. But did she ever say something that made me stop what I was doing?
Right.
Rewind it.
Right.
Maybe, here and there. But it's the difference between stopping something and listening again because it was unexpected or something. Like if Beyonce on like Ape Shit, she's like, get off my dick. Like, you're like, Beyonce said that. Like, that's different. Opposed to somebody saying something in the song that's like, damn, like that's gonna make you think. Like,
it's different from a moment and something that just like just imprint your life.
Right. Like that. Like I said,
life.
that scene in that show stuck with me forever. Like I just re-quoted it to you. Like, how often can you say what somebody said? Like you really paid attention and it stuck with you. Same thing with music. Like I can't think of a lot of artists that say something that make me be like, damn, that's crazy. I never thought about that. Or, like it's a few people out there like the Paramore is like that. For me, a lot of times they say something, I'm like, what? Dodie too. I ain't think of some rappers. Well, Tupac, obviously. I don't think there's a rapper that said something that made me. The funny thing is, most of the rappers that's coming to my mind aren't like who people would consider like the greatest rapper. I mean, let me think. The first person that came to my mind actually was Vodka. And Cheap Fraud. I remember him saying, see again, I might be confusing like a hot bar with something impactful.
But it sticks to you, but it be real.
I remember it all the way back Too Raw for the Street DVD. I remember you saying, and I'm scared to go to sleep because I might miss smokers. Like, you know, you know, something like that. Like, that's crazy.
Like, one of my greatest lines from Bach and It Live With Me, I mean, it stayed with me, was when he said, the pain in your life, gray hair, wise man. It's meaning saying talk less, learn more. I learned we already in hell. When we die, we gonna burn more. One thing about the rich, them niggas learn poor. Yo, that line just always stuck with me.
Yeah.
Like, that was crazy. That was just so fire. That was so fire. Yeah, I love them joints.
Even with them like I be rocking, I'ma build my own way. They don't more than top of hockey. Yeah, like, crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. See the stuff that matters. Like, you know, we only accept like with the masses accept, but there's stuff that gets swept under the rug. Yeah, it's like stuff like that. Them the stuff I embrace. That's why I don't be hyped.
I've never been that person though.
Yep, me either. I don't be hyped for the what's loud and what's like. I like what I like. I don't care about all that. Like,
yeah, because if that was the case, I would have never heard a Paramore song, or you know, if I was just listening to what people around me was listening to, you know, and if I let people's ideas about what I should be listening to influence me. When people get in my car and I'm playing a Dodie song, I'm like, what is this? Like, you know, that could have peer pressured me and like, I guess I can't listen to this. Like, this corny. Like, what? No. You listen to this. It's good music, is what I would say. Or you disrupted me, so I'll listen to this later. Because I'm in this. I'm here with her. I'm sitting next to her while she writing this song. Those my words. I could have wrote this song myself. Like, you know, like when you feel something like that, like I could have wrote this song. You know, like it's, And
it's crazy because there's some people who you put me on before, that blew before they even was blown. Like, you put me on Tiana Teller a little while ago. You gave me that CD and all that. She was a little known, but she wasn't
not like she
like,
is now.
She's like really out there.
The selfish part of me don't want underground artists to go mainstream. Because they change. Their music like don't stay the same. Even Dodie, for instance, she more mainstream now, and I don't like her music as much.
I'm like that with Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. Yeah, I was like that with her because I knew been like following her and stuff like that, and now she mainstream but the thing is I like about her though, she really crazy, like not crazy but in the good way. She really got like Tourette's and stuff like that. So that's what I like about her. So she always gonna be
who I like
asshole.
More before like if more than anybody that come to my mind who I like more when they was more underground was Chris and Neef. Before they went mainstream. I like their music so much better. Their chemistry was so hot. Before,
they bop like off of each other. They mesh so well. They just like, I like them too. It's crazy. I always thought I always liked Neef better when I was younger, but when I got older, Chris just I was like.
I go back and forth about who I like better.
I don't like Neef's voice. I mean his flow. I don't like his flow, but what he be saying be hot as shit. But his diction is like it be. But Chris be killing shit. I be like, yo, Chris be flowing. He be riding the beat. And
his flow is
Chris is the shit. Overall, Chris is just the shit. So I don't know. When I was young, I used to love Neef. I used to think he was better than Chris. But when I got older, I was like, what was I thinking? Neef was my boy. But then Neef ain't want to rap like that. Neef really wasn't big on the scene. You know, that's why him and Chris used to always go against each other at it because Chris wanted to rap and Neef wanted to be in the streets and all that. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that was fire. That was crazy. Yeah. Well, yo, I guess we out on this joint, you know, here with Constance Dogan's P.S. I Love You, you know, the books and all that. Got the clothes in line, got the books. What other plugs you want to put out there?
Nothing really. Just, I don't know. If it's about 5-second commercial, I'm supposed to be on it.
Yeah.
Like, no, just to keep creativity going. You know, the P.S. I Love You books is just one step in that direction to being creative. You know, I try to let it out in other ways, but that's what it is for now. P.S. I Love You.
Alright, well, yo, we out and y'all gonna see us again. And peace.